Hello all, I'm Guna Mathivanan, Current Affairs Faculty from Officers IAS Academy. Today in this video, we will be discussing our fourth Current Affairs hit list topic, that is Compulsory Licensing. Friends, before watching this video, please watch my first video on intellectual property and my third video on generic drugs for better understanding. I'm going to explain this topic with a real-time example. Bayer, an European pharma company, European pharma giant, they came with a drug called as Nexavar. They came with a drug called as Nexavar. This Nexavar is a life-saving cancer drug. The actual name of the drug is sorafenib. But the brand name which we refer to is Nexavar. For the sake of understanding, let's refer this drug using brand name only, Nexavar. So Bayer came with a drug called as Nexavar, which is a life-saving cancer drug, kidney cancer. It will cure kidney cancer. So this Bayer company, they applied patent for this Nexavar. For 20 years they got patent. That means for 20 years they will have exclusive right to sell this Nexavar in the market. And they were selling at a very high price because they have the monopoly, they have the right. So they were selling it for almost 2.8 lakh rupees. That is 120 tablets, one small bottle with 120 tablets, they were selling it for 2.8 lakh rupees. It's a life-saving drug, friends. It's a cancer drug. If it is sold for 2.8 lakh rupees, yes, people with money, rich people, they can afford to spend that much and they can protect their life. What about the vulnerable sections? What about the poor sections? They cannot afford. They will lose their life. So in this backdrop, in 2012, Government of India, they asked another pharma company called as NATCO, and Karnataka based pharma company NATCO, to produce the same drug, right? So Government of India asked NATCO pharma company to produce the same drug and sell it in the market. See, that is a violation of patent right, because for 20 years Bayer company has patent. But Government of India in 2012, they know they are violating, but they asked NATCO, a pharma company, to use the same chemical formula and produce the same drug. And you know what? NATCO, they were selling the same drug for just 8,800 plus rupees, 8,880, I guess. So same 120 tablets was sold for around 8,800 rupees. This Bayer company, the Nexavar, they were selling it for 2.8 lakh. Bayer company sells the same drug for 2.8 lakhs. NATCO started selling it for just 8,800 rupees. However, this is good. Government of India has a very good intention to protect the life of the poor, but still, this is a violation of patent right. From where Government of India got that much power to violate the patent right? So for which you should know that our Indian Patent Act, Indian Patent Law 1970, which has a special provision called as compulsory licensing. So compulsory licensing, it's an authorization given by government to another pharma company to produce the same patented drug. That special provision was used by Government of India for the first time in 2012. They used it in 2012 and they asked NATCO, a Karnataka-based pharma company, to produce the same drug, same chemical formula, same clinical benefits. Now you may ask, sir, this is a violation of patent right. Will WTO not intervene and punish us for this violation? You might ask, will WTO not intervene? And you should know, we have signed an important agreement called as TRIPS, Trade Related Intellectual Property Rights Agreement. This is an agreement of WTO which India has signed in 1990s. This agreement deals with the protection of intellectual property rights. In simple terms, we have signed a TRIPS agreement, the TRIPS agreement which will protect the interest of buyer. One side we have signed WTO agreement, another side we are violating that intellectual property right. We are violating the patent by issuing compulsory licensing. So will WTO not intervene and punish us? No, WTO will not intervene because this TRIPS agreement itself specifically talks about compulsory licensing. The TRIPS agreement allows individual country to issue compulsory licensing during emergency situation. In case of emergency, individual countries, they can invoke this compulsory licensing. They can use that extraordinary tool to violate the intellectual property. TRIPS agreement itself has provision for compulsory licensing. Now you may ask, all right sir, but what is this emergency? What is the definition of emergency? The TRIPS agreement, they themselves said that is subjected to individual country. What is an emergency? Individual country can define. According to India, this situation can be an emergency, health emergency or other national emergency. What is that emergency situation? Individual countries can define. All these are allowed in the TRIPS agreement. So compulsory licensing is not in violation with the WTO TRIPS agreement. I hope you got some clarity on this compulsory licensing. So here I have given the content related to compulsory licensing. You can pause the video, you can take a screenshot, or you can make a small gist of it, right? So this is the drug which I was mentioning. So Nexavar, Bayer is the company, Nexavar is the product. Nexavar is the brand name, the actual drug name is sorafenib. So in 2012, what government of India did? They asked the Natco Pharma company to produce the same drug. So they also produce the same sorafenib tablets. This was sold for 2.8 lakh rupees and this was sold for roughly 8,800 rupees. So based on our discussion, I have given a multiple choice question. You can find out the right answer and you can give it in the comment section. I hope this video was useful. So give your opinion also. What do you think about compulsory licensing? You can give it in the comment section. So in the next video, we will be discussing about evergreening of patents. Till then, bye, take care.